Madama. Okay, I guess I will go. So let's see what happened today in America. Uh, that's pre-market. Where's USA? Bonds. I guess they only have the pre-market at the moment. So baja eso. For tomorrow, it looks like a down, but not by that much at the moment. It just maybe things are flat. Oil and the US slightly up. That's for tomorrow. Okay. Ta-da, ta-da. Okay, so according to this, the winners of the day, Carvana, Peloton. Oh, put this on the notes. I may jump back on in Peloton. Lucid, Roku, Car, WBA, Walgreens, and American Airlines. These are all not so high esteemed stocks, but they went a little bit crazy today. Let's take a look at American Airlines. So it's above our line, 14, skyrocket up. I wonder how Boeing did, because this went extra today. Basically, if you got it at the beginning of the day or any time in the day, you will have done fine. But especially at the beginning, nonstop trajectory for the airlines. Let's see if Boeing did well. Yeah, you can say it did well too. Not as yeah, it went down a little bit, dipped. So if you got the dip, basically it did almost the same thing as American. But you know, this one had like tried to trick more people than the other one. The other one was kind of like a straight shot. So yeah. Let's see. Rivian had a good day too. So let's see if Tesla did too. So this one also went up most of the day, up 4%. So it looks like the low valuation or non-value stocks all did well today. So yeah, it just picked up. Tesla also did well too. Tesla tests. So, you know, but it's still kind of going down. You know, try to get it at the lowest price as possible. We have identified that this area 174 or so is the area to buy. Wayfair, even Wayfair went up today. Nikete, so Nikete went up 3% today. So it did a little turnaround, but still, huh?
I jokingly said if I had only waited.
Yes, but still the trend is the trend is still going down. So even if it had an update today, it has to continually have multiple updates to kind of break this trend. But you can see the crossover and the trend is going down. Open had a little pop up, so there's the opportunity for you jokers out there. I got 700 shares. That's 330. I'm gonna see if it pops up 340 and get some more. We already went over Tesla. Coin. Still going down. So we had, again, we have identified this area of around 100 or so as a good target point. If you want to continue shorting it from 119 to 100, that's $19 per share. So I don't see why you wouldn't. But you know, be careful because this thing tends to be somewhat volatile. As you can see, it picked up at the beginning of the day and then kind of went down around 11:30 or so, dipped for lunchtime, stayed flattish, picked up at the end of the day, but then went back to VWAP. So semi strong. Okay, so now let's identify the losers of the dia. The losers of the day were the chippies, I guess. So AMD, and it's on hard buy for those that want to short it. It's expensive, but yeah, it's starting to, chop around here. This is a big candle down. This is an area that it could potentially dip to here and then pick back up because these things are strong. So you never know. We have identified an area of around, again, 105, 100 or so. It is at all-time highs before. Now, has dipped here, kind of like, hey, let me reset myself. But it could reset itself here in this 160 area and then go back up because the trend is still momentum upward at the moment. MU, again, another chippy, NVDA, 674 at the moment. It just, it doesn't look good at the moment because if you're trying to short it, since it's still at the top, but kind of a good opportunity also if it does, get down here, because from 674 to about 600, that's $74 per share. So yeah, it is actually a good opportunity if you're interested, but be careful because this thing is hasn't hit the wall yet. Everybody thought that it would hit the wall at 500. It didn't. Everybody thought that it would hit the wall at 600. It didn't. Now it's at 700. Let's see if it does hit the wall, because then, but this thing is nuts. So just be careful if you are going to short it. Meta, our friend Meta, had good earnings, a little exaggerated. It's starting to go down, which is good. Hopefully we'll, fill this gap momentum down. So that's good. That's about, $53 or more plus to fill this gap. Again, if you're planning on shorting it, be careful and try to get out as soon as you see that it starts moving upward. Netflix, so it looks like the mega caps were down today. For Netflix, it's just kind of creating a little area of support here or consolidation. It likes that 55 area, I guess, 555 area. It still has long ways to go to reach to the top of 700, which was kind of cray pandemic post levels. And as you can see, it's creating a little area right here, which, it kind of likes, but it has surpassed this in earnings. So yeah, it could stay here for a minute. And then it could pick up and scoot up to 700. Who knows? Time will tell. The trend is still going up. Again, be careful. The bancos, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row of downward momentum. The banks have been not doing well, especially EBC after earnings, and this whole kind of contagion of banks, not some banks, going in a downward spiral. So I think this is just part of the contagion. Watch your price here. See if you can get it at the 11 or 10 level. That's the price to get it at. You can short it there, but again, be careful because, when things go up, this is the level to kind of shoot for 16. It could be a buy-in dip opportunity as well. Sam will skip. Amazon, still doing well, even for today, which was kind of a down day for the Magnificent Seven, is still hovering around that 170 area. If things start to go down, it is going to fill that gap along with Meta and the rest of Mag 7. But if it's going to hit the all-time highs, it has to get past that 180 level, and that's about $11 or so. But yeah, again, this is an area of support here / rejection. So we'll see. Again, the trend is up with these Magnificent 7. We'll skip CRM. Softity, soft. Our buddy Softy. Out of all of them, is still this one is sort of the strongest of the bunch, leading the pack along with Meta. An exaggeration, of course, from Meta. but you know, it's stable. This thing is stable. Every time there's a mountain, it keeps going up and up. You know, it's doing a little choppity here. Again, is at all-time highs, and we think it could get, if it's gonna get, it's gonna get to that 420 level, that psychological level. You know, doing a little choppity chop. Hopefully things do turn around because this evaluation is really high. It's just extra, but I could be wrong and it could continue. And then when they decide people are like so into this and think nothing's ever gonna go down, that's when they like to mess. But yeah, this is the area of support here, sort of here as well, 375. Then we have another one at 340 here, which was the top back then. Google, this seemed to do a little bit better than the rest, 0.15% up. This one was the one that has been beating down, especially at earnings. It went down instead of up. But as you can see, it's picking up every day, trying to pick up with the Magnificent Seven. And you shouldn't be surprised because it is a good company. They're still making tons of money. And earnings wasn't even that bad. So I think it was just all hype and stuff. And I can't seem to get this working. So if for the most part, it was sort of a downish day, but not as exaggerated as the others. Meaty went up, of course, because this is a, as we like to define it, a caca stock. Let's see, let's look at the Bank of America. This kind of stayed flat, if you ask me. It was just a flat day for Bank of America, picked up a little bit, went down, and then just hovered very close to VWAP sort of all day. So nothing really, didn't move that much. 33 to 32.80. It didn't move a lot. And like I said, the banks are kind of like in a downward direction at the moment. They're kind of like walking the fine line to see what's going to happen next. Home Depot up in the sky, 360. So yeah, this thing keeps going, boom, 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 stepping up. Is it'll get back to 360 soon. And if it continues this way, it's gonna get to here, almost there, 370 area, and then 400 if it keeps the way that it's going. It's just up and up. This thing is to the sky. So Home Depot for you. Dickie. Okay, so now as was mentioning, it's now starting to go up. It consolidated kind of in this area, created an area of support, and now it's going up as I had kind of sort of predicted because it had hit this area multiple times, and now it's time to go up. A good potential short, but I would say 160 or 165 or so. This moves around $4 a day, but we'll see. It has to be on a day where everything's going to be tankety tank. So this could be good, a note worthy one for potential short in the future. When do they have earnings? Oh, in 28 days. Okay, so we shall see. Freshie Pat Pat. This thing kind of is creating a line here, still stable. I have long ways to go to get to the bottom, but this too shall pass. Walmart on hard buy, interessante. So every time it gets around this area, it hits the hard buy. So this could be a rejection area yet again. It kind of went down and then it went back up to the level, but it didn't surpass it. This might be noteworthy. Because it is on hard buy and they may pull the same thing that they did. But be careful, it could shoot up as well. But it is at all-time highs again. Back
When it's what you call it?
in 14 days.
Yeah, that's when we'll probably look at it. We aren't gonna be trading
So,
Walmart.
so put that on watch, and that's it. XOM, XOM, SOM. Still going down, sort of, down from here, from this downward channel, but it did pick up a little bit here, but now you can see it's starting to go back down. And we'll see if the geopolitical tensions and yada, yada, yada make this act as a catalyst for it to go to that 115 area. But if it doesn't, we're like that 90 area that we had identified at 95 or so. This is a good solid stock, and it moves really good when it does. So about a buck 84 a day. Uh, we already went over BA, but we'll just take a look at it one more time. We like it at the 200, so we'll just wait and see, or below it. Mansana has been having a couple of good days compared to the others, as you can see. It always does this when it has so many days of going down, it picks back up. 189. Let's see if it surpasses that 190 200 period line, because if it doesn't, then it's going to continue to go down. It's a good thing to observe because it's almost there, and if it surpasses it, then yes, you can expect it to be here again. Targeta, we'll skip it. No, we'll just take a look at it. Someone likes to look at this. Yeah, going back to, like we said, 160. It's just inching there. It's gonna take a sweet time, like a little ant making a little steppity step every day. Macy's, it looks like it's starting to go down, and that's what we want, to get it at a better price. Usually when we get it at 14, it goes down. So see if you can get it around $12 or so. That would be ideal. But here is also a good area that it had created before. 16, but that's $2 away. So, you got to just wait. We did look at Tesla and all the others. So that's all I have for now. I don't have that much today. I do have noted that I'm going over the financial stuff, and that we started the balance sheet format. And we had said that the balance sheet is a very important report card, if you will, because it gives you a financial picture of the enterprise, and tells you kind of what you have, what you owe, and what you're worth. And so I'm going to go over the assets and what do they mean? What does that mean? Because some people don't know. I'm going to go over 3 pages, but they're really short. And these are simple definitions of the financial statement. So what are assets? Assets are everything that you got. Cash in the bank, inventory, machines, buildings, all of it. Assets are also certain rights you own that have a monetary value, like the right to collect cash from customers who owe you money. Assets are valuable, and this value must be quantifiable for an asset to be listed in the balance sheet. Everything in a company's financial statement must be translated into dollars and cents. Grouping of assets for presentation. This is very important. Assets are grouped for presentation on the balance sheet according to their characteristics. Very liquid assets, such as cash and securities, productive assets, plants and machinery, and assets for sale, inventory. We have accounts receivable, which are a special type of asset group, the obligations of a customer of a company to pay the company for goods shipped to them on credit. Assets are displayed in the asset section in the balance sheet in descending order of liquidity, the ease of convertibility into cash. Cash itself is the most liquid of all assets. Fixed assets are normally the least liquid. And so, by definition, current assets are those assets that are expected to be converted into cash in less than 12 months. Current asset groupings are listed in order of liquidity, with the most easy to convert into cash listed first: cash, account receivable, and inventory. The money the company will use to pay its bills in the near term within the year will come when its current assets are converted into cash. That is, inventory is sold and account receivables are then paid to the company by customers. So that's it for now. I will be going into the other asset definitions in the next time because there's a lot of pages to go to, but just giving you a little definition for you guys out there. And I will also show you next time again the balance sheet format so that you don't forget. That's all I have.
Obviously today you were very on point and Latino for obvious reasons. And it was good.
Go, Med. I keep going down, baby. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, did you check out yes, can we see the Prisio of Meta now? Oh, okay, yes, it's up here. And
Hold on.
then the next thing is what's that crazy thing? I got it today.
Palantir.
Yes, let's check that out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, better.
Muy
Okay,
bien.
we can deal with this.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
so you're about to Salgo.
I'm about to leave. Yes, yo voy a salir. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, stay safe and this is not bad. This little meeting at 7:30.
7, ma'am.
7, I'm sorry. Not bad.
Yes, I could do 6:45 or so and 7. That would be ideal every day. But
Yeah,
things can
but this
change.
7 is good because it makes us, move.
Yes, you have to do it within 30 minutes because I gotta run.
Yes, which is good. So okay, so we'll remember this.
Um,
Um,
hold on. I was trying to get to see this and it didn't. You know how usually you can see like the markets? It is not letting me.
what do
Did
you
I
mean you
delete?
can't see the markets? It shows it there.
No, but that's pre-market. You know how you can just go like regular market? Oh, right here,
Yeah,
USA. I
yeah.
didn't see at the top.
Yes,
Yes,
you've
so
been missing that the last couple of times that
sorry,
you
I'm
were here.
blinded, man. It's in
I know.
alphabetical order. Oh, I
I
thought it was
didn't want to
any
say anything, but I was just like, the last 2 times, I was like, what is she talking
sorry, I'm having a cockeyed moment.
about?
Yes, so yes,
You
as
were
you can
having your
see,
moment.
according to this, it was verde. But not really, not even by that much, 0.07%. So
Yeah.
that's
What is
good for
the
you.
House Republican vote to impeach Mayor?
Okay, let's see. House Republican vote to impeach Mayorkas fails, a big blow for Johnson. The GOP-led impeachment efforts claims that Mayorkas has intentionally disobeyed his official duties to secure the U.S. southern border. A Republican effort to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas failed Tuesday after 4 members of the caucus bucked party leaders and voted against the impeachment resolution in the House. The failure of the impeachment bill presented a major blow to the House Speaker, Mike Johnson. What does this Republican?
Yeah, Louisiana.
Louisiana, who had portrayed the vote to impeach Mayorkas as a necessary response to the migrant crisis on the southern border. The vote also put to rest more than a year of Republican threats to impeach Mayorkas over his handling of the border. Every Democrat voted against the resolution, which contained 2 articles of impeachment. And after several hours of debate, enough Republicans voted no to sink the resolution. Republicans could afford to lose only 3 votes if all House members cast ballots. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, Republican Louisiana, did not vote because he was outside Washington being treated for cancer. That.
I can tell you right now, if they needed, uh, they said they needed only 3 people to not vote. If they needed 10 people to not vote, it would have been 10. If they needed if they needed 20 people to not vote, it would have been 20.
Mhm.
This is all a game that they're playing,
You can say
a
that
political
again.
game.
House Republicans allege that Mayorkas is intentionally disobeyed federal immigration laws and prevented oversight of the Homeland Security Department. The allegations come after months of record high levels of immigrants crossing the U.S. southern border. If the House had approved the measure, Mayorkas would have been the second cabinet member in the U.S. history to be impeached and the first since 1876. He would have then faced trial in the Democrat-controlled Senate, where a path to the two-thirds majority needed to remove him from office would be unlikely. President Joe B. repeatedly denounced the impeachment effort as a political stunt. On Monday, the president issued a statement in a format usually reserved for executive vetoes. In impeachment Secretary Mayorkas would trivialize this solemn constitutional power and
Yeah,
invite.
basically, you don't have to read. It's a waste of time. It's people doing stuff for stunts instead of
Yes,
actually. We can't even pass our budget, and
you can say that again.
yeah,
Okay, let's see what
Ford is
else.
doing what? Wait.
Yeah, hold on a second. Give me a second.
Or is reassessing.
Or is reassessing its EV plans, including vertical battery integration. Oh my lord.
No, it's Sherlock.
Ford is rethinking its EV strategies, CEO Jim Farley said Tuesday. That's because he had earnings. Of course, they have to bring it up, you know.
And
The
what was that good or bad?
let me check. Check, it's F, right?
Yeah.
As I said, earnings.
Oh,
So
sweet.
it did really well.
Dang.
123% that in
Go
revenue.
40. Go
Because
40.
because you know people are not buying electrical vehicles.
You
They're
know this.
just buying regular vehicles. They're just gonna buy regular vehicles. That's it. The Detroit automaker previously confirmed plans to delay or cut 12 billion in spending. Oh, so here, the Detroit automaker previously confirmed plans to delay, blah blah blah. Farley
Yeah,
reiterated
they're
the
not going to spend money on electric vehicles, which
they're not because they know it's a waste of dinero.
you can say that again.
Okay, I got 3 minutes. Let me read. Let
I
me read this article.
that's it.
I got 3 minutes. Detroit is rethinking its EV strategies, including reassessing the need for vertical integration of batteries. CEO Jim Farley said Tuesday. The Detroit automaker previously confirmed plans to delay or cut 12 billion in spending, but the comments made Tuesday are the most detailed about Ford's changing plans for EVs, sales of which are growing at a slower than expected rate. One of the things we're taking advantage of in taking some timing delays is rationalizing the level and timing of our battery capacity to match demand and actually reassessing the vertical integration that we're relying on and betting on new chemistries and capacities. Farley reiterated the company still believes EVs will grow, but noted widespread adoption of mass market consumers won't happen until the costs are more in line with traditional vehicles. EVs are typically thousands of dollars more expensive than their gas powered counterparts. Ford Chief Financial Officer John Lawler said, in addition to reassessing the vertical integration and new battery chemistries, the company is further looking into adjustment, install production capacity to match demand, and potentially delaying next generation EVs to ensure they meet our criteria for profitability given the new market reality. I like that. To ensure they meet our criteria for profitability given new market reality. I'm going to use that. That's it. The company EV's business, known as Model E, lost 4.7 billion last year, including 1.57 billion during the fourth quarter. Both businesses earn more than 7 million each year.
Guess who will
Okay.
be interviewing Vladimir Putin?
What?
Tucker Carlson.
I'm lost.
He's in Russia. He's going to be interviewing Vladimir Putin.
Okay. You'll tell me more about this, man.
Ah, please.
I gotta go.
If I
I'll
want
talk
to listen to lives, you know,
to
I could
Tell me
join.
more about this information tomorrow. I
Peace
have to
out.
run.
Enjoy.
Yes, I'll talk to you mañana.
Peace.